Hi guys, this is day 2 of the You Inc. Video Star Challenge. Thank you very much for all your comments from yesterday's video. It was much appreciated. Please keep the comments coming in. Constructive criticism greatly received and welcome. Now today what I'm going to talk about is my primary business, Ardis International, and I'm going to explain to you how I actually got into Ardis and just a brief synopsis on where I am with Ardis International. Now this is take 2. I know that I look like death warmed up, but as it says, video challenge, day 2, I have to keep going. Told you yesterday, even when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to still keep going. So please excuse the appearance, yeah, it's all in a day's work, as they say. Right. I got into Ardis International, I would say, at the beginning of April this year. I was introduced to it by a colleague of mine called Joanne Clark. Now, Joanne had been putting status updates on her Facebook about how she's dropped 2 to 3 sizes in 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And I thought to myself, that's impossible. There's nowhere on this earth that could be true, so it must be a scam. I didn't buy into it, so basically I just ignored it. And then about 2 weeks or so later, she posted another comment, and people had actually started commenting on how well she looked and how good she looked and how they wanted to know her secret too. So in March, at the end of March, there was a pre-launch in the UK, and some of the American presidents came over and they were showcasing the products and the opportunity. Now, Joanne had posted that we could be a guest if we wanted to come along to the showcase. Me being nosy, inquisitive, whatever you want to call it, I decided that I needed to go and see what this was all about. I called Joanne up and I wanted her to explain everything to me. And she only told me a little bit, and by the time she came off the phone, I was on the internet trying to find out what this business was about, what was she actually talking about, you know, what can it actually do. So even though I'd said to her that I'd come, I was still very sceptical. To be honest with you, I didn't really have the time to waste. It was the end of the month and I was trying to do my tax returns and, you know, just made all sorts of excuses why I couldn't actually go to the showcase. And I think I was coming down with something then also, if I remember rightly, or just about getting over. So that was my excuse again, that I wasn't feeling too well, I didn't really want to come out. But again, curiosity got the better of me and I thought, you know what, go along, see what it's all about. You never know, you know, you might be amazed. So I did, I went along and basically they took 3 people out of the audience and they asked them what part of their body would they like to change. We had 2 women come up and a gentleman. Now the gentleman had what we call in the UK as a beer belly, and he said he wanted to flatten his stomach. If I remember rightly, I think he suffered with back problems, so he wanted something that would help alleviate the back pain. We had another lady who suffered with back pain, and she also had a bit of belly and you know, the fat around the middle that she wanted to reshape, and the other lady also wanted similar sort of reshaping done to her. So while these people went away to be transformed, we were told more about the business. I listened and basically they were telling us how, you know, they became millionaires in a short period of time, and how easy it was to actually make money within the company, you know, and the usual hypes and the buzz. Now at this stage, to be honest with you, I was thinking to myself, that's all well and good. They're talking about in the US. We know that the earning potential in the US is much greater than in the UK. So I wasn't really truly convinced, and I thought, yeah, it's all well and good they're telling us this, but I need to see it actually working in the UK. I need to see people that have actually made it in the UK before then I will take any notice or think, yeah, it can actually work. So after about 10 minutes, they brought the 3 people back out, and you know, my jaw was like, I was just like amazed. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm seeing. one of the girls, she just looked fantastic. She had a waistline, she had a bum, her shape, she definitely had the hourglass figure. I wanted to look like that. I wanted to. Now, after having 3 children, and no matter what sort of exercise you do, especially if that stomach area is stretched until it can't stretch anymore, I think no amount of exercise is going to actually bring that back. I hula hoop, and I hoop about 2-3 times a week, and I actually teach hoop classes. And although, yes, I've lost weight and I'm more toned, but I still have problems with my stomach area. Now, my last child, my daughter, she was a big baby, so I've got, you know, excess skin, which I hate my stomach, basically. So if I could find that quick fix solution that would help me to solve my problems, I'm happy. So I decided that, yeah, I'd be interested in the product. So I was actually sold on the product. I wasn't so much sold on the business, to be honest with you, because I'm really busy. I've got a lot of things doing. At the time, I was still social working and focusing on my hula hoops business. So taking on something else, I just really didn't have the time for it. But anyway, I listened to what they had to say, and the first UK president, Lamia Momo, she came up on, she introduced herself, and she told us how she actually got into the business. Now, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Lamia, I would say, obviously being the first, I don't think I would have actually been in the business right now, because it was Lamia and her persistence and regularly being told, no, artists are not in the UK, we are not trading in the UK. If Lamia wasn't persistent for 5 months plus, we would not be in Ardis right now. Ardis would not actually have been and made it where it is right now in the UK. So, you know, I have to give big hands up to Lamia. And, you know, when I heard that, yeah, she was platinum president and how much she was actually earning on a monthly basis, I sat up, and I started to take notice, because that's the kind of money that I wanted to be earning. But even still, how many other people in the UK were on that money? How many other people in the UK had the opportunity to be earning that sort of money? That's what I wanted to know. So Joanne's upline was there, and her upline, up one, was there also, Amica, and I was introduced to Amica. And, you know, being nosy, I asked Amica, how much money are you earning then? And how much have you earned since you started the business? And Amica, she was quite open, and she told me what she had earned in the time that she had started in December, and by this time we was at the end of March. And I think at that time, if I'm not mistaken, she could have been on about 6k. I'm sure that's what she said. Or maybe that was at another meeting that I had with her. But anyway, whatever figure she gave me, it was really impressive, and I thought, yeah, maybe I could do that too. So I went away again, done some more research on the internet, tapped in Ardis, tapped in Body Magic, anything that I could find about the company, because I'd never heard of it before. And like I said, being it's not actually an American product, but being from the States, I wanted to find out more. And if I was going to invest my money into a business, you know, I needed to know more about it. So, to be honest with you, I was skeptical, because I thought it was a pyramid scheme, and a lot of people in the UK got really burnt badly by the pyramid scheme, and there was no way that I was going to get myself involved with anything like that. So, after careful consideration, I contacted Joanne and said, right, I want to join the company, I'm in. Sorry, I think for me, one of the deciding factors, what I actually liked was their compensation plan, and they actually pay you on 10 different levels. So what that actually means is that you can get paid by your retail sales, number one. They do a Power Start program, and the Power Start is the highest level that you can come into and join the company. So once you sign up as a Power Pack member, that means that every other person that you sign up to on the Power Start program as a Power Pack, you're earning $80 for that. And that's where the real money starts to kick in, because when you're on the Power Start, once you start enrolling people, you then build up your points, which then helps you to become supervisor. From supervisor you start working your way up, and what the company does, they reward you for your hard work. So once you hit supervisor level, that then entitles you to get your rank bonus, and also you're entitled to get a car bonus. And as well as that, you get uni level bonuses. You're also entitled to be put into the, once you've reached president level, you get put into the presidential pool. And they also have the Mercedes Benz, what they give you when you reach to platinum level also. There are a few other levels in between that, but as I said, it is 10 levels that the company pay you. Their compensation plan is second to none. They also offer a health insurance package as well. So like I said, I think it was that and the way how they explained how you can actually make the money, and how the company has actually grown within the past year 800%. Now that really amazed me, because I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, we're in the recession, and if a company can grow 800% within a year, that has got to say something about that company, surely. At the time when I joined, the company they had 3 main product ranges that they were focusing on. One was their nutritional products. They also had the reshaping garments, and then they had their skincare products. Since then, they've moved on, and they're now actually going into phase 2. I went to Vegas in June, and you know what I saw, it really blew me away. You know, the ordinary people like myself, who are trying to earn a bit of extra money, been given an opportunity. There's loads of people there, you know, you hear their stories, similar stories, how, you know, they've lost their house through foreclosure, they lost their car, they've lost everything because of the recession. Somebody gave them a chance, they gave them the opportunity, they took it on board, they ran with it, now they're on 6 figures. And, you know, you'd hear similar stories like this trickling through the room, and I was like, oh my God, this is really, truly amazing. And, you know, you hear the founders speak, the De Leon family, and they speak, they're actually from Mexico, and they tell you about their passion, and they look at all their artist distributors, we're all family, and, you know, they're a very open family, and they embrace you, and if you need anything, if you need any help, they're willing to help you, they're willing to assist, they'll take emails from you. So they don't actually shut themselves off because, you know, they're the big bosses up there and you're working for them. As far as they're concerned, you're equal. And they basically set up this company to help people, to help others. They do not operate under a selfish mentality. Their mythology is that, you know, we have to help everybody. And they look at it as a gift from God, and they're a very spiritual family, and they believe that, you know, if you can help somebody and you can give them some value, then it's your duty, it's your right to then help somebody else. So if you see somebody out there that's in need and just needs a little bit of assistance, introduce them to the company, introduce them to the opportunity, because, as they say, an opportunity with Ardis will change your life. Thank you very much for listening to me. You can read my blog, www.michellejamesmlm.com. I'm on Facebook, and that'll be facebook.com Michelle66. I look forward to networking with you, connecting with you. Please, all comments welcome. So once again, thank you very much for your time.